Here's another thing they tried to tell you, that the Native American Indians over here didn't know that they was Israelites. That's not true. I got too many sources to show that that's not true. And that their common ancestral tongue was Hebrew. And that they had the law. They had the Bible. They had the Old Testament. What are we even talking about? They had the books of the prophets. So they knew that when they saw you get off the ships over here in America, that you were their brother Judah. And you know what they did? They started making war on these plantations that you were in. I got it in the history right now, and I'm going to show you on the screen. They got it. They knew that who you were, and they went and made war against these white people, unalived all of the people, the white people who were oppressing us on the on such said plantations, and took all the Negro population out of there and let them live with them in the tribes, and then made them the chiefs of the tribes. Now, why in the hell would they do that, Kawa? Why would they do that? They had to know that this was the tribe of Judah, and they never forgot what their father Israel told them on his deathbed, how to divide these tribes, and the deceptor would never part from Judah. So of course you're gonna make Judah your chief. That's what makes your nation strong in war, right or wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong, get me right. So then how in the hell could they have connected when you got people who just came off of a slave trade and put on plantations, who didn't have their backs whipped to the capacity that they lost their language yet? They were speaking ancient Hebrew. So how is it that the Native Indians were able to linguistically connect with the so-called black African slaves? Because they spoke the same language, Hebrew. I mean, at the end of the day, this is what real scholars do, real historians do. And big up to the chief head priest in the Israelite School ISUPK for going to these different places in Africa and Israel and Mesopotamia in the Middle East, and actually doing the history, going to these places in Central and South America and going all over America and finding all of the literature that was suppressed and was not made readily available to blacks in America or Hispanics in America, so-called Hispanics in America, that shows you who you are. Even and now it makes sense, Kawhi, why they want to wipe all the elders of the Native American Indians out, because the Native American Indians would know that where their origins come from, and they got it in books. Am I making this up? No. If you look in certain books, they say that the Mexican Indians say out of their own mouth that they descend from the tribe of Issachar, the son of Israel. Like, they say it. You see what I mean? Like, so who are we supposed to believe? People that smoke weed every day and have dreadlocks and love America and celebrate birthdays and Christmas, and they love America. Should we believe them, or should we believe what the history says? Should we believe what the Bible says? And that's the biggest book of history. And all of the white scholars have used the Bible to corroborate all the history, accurate history. There's a list of books that you should get. And if you want to know how we got these historical books, just go to ISUPK.com. We got them under our study tools. The books that you need to have in your library, we got them. But here's what you better do. You better do it quickly, because before you know it, books like this will cost $7,000. Books like this will cost $7,000. Books like this, $7,000. Books like this, $7,000. You know, all these books that we got in our repertoire, in our library, they be super inflated in prices. So you better get them now, because that's where your power and your knowledge come from. Not books like The Laws of Power. What's the 40, what's it called? 42 Laws of Power? 48, trash. It's not what you need. Trash. You understand? That's not what you need. What you need are real historical documentations from scholars who got PhDs and went to all of these Ivy Leagues from England to America and all that. They show you. You need first-hand accounts of the friars and the priests that came over here with the conquistadors, who have first-hand accounts of who they saw over here in Americas. You see what I mean? Like, that's what you need.